আমার বাবা ব্যবসায়ী ছিল, আমিও ব্যবসা করতাম। আমি চট্টগ্রাম চেম্বার অফ কমার্সের সভাপতি ছিলাম দীর্ঘদিন। আস্তে আস্তে কাজ শুরু করি আমি ব্যবসা বাণিজ্য। না, আমার ব্যবসায়িক জীবন রাজনৈতিক জীবনের চেয়ে অনেক বেশি, এবং আমাকে দেশ এবং বিদেশে ব্যবসায়ী হিসেবেও দেখেন কিন্তু। তো সুতরাং আমি আমার মন্ত্রণালয়ের পদকে বা চেয়ারকে আমি কোনো সময় আমার ব্যবসায়িক কাজে, আমি ব্যক্তিগত কাজে ব্যবহার করি না, ইনশাআল্লাহ। চ্যালেঞ্জ করে আমি বলতে পারি।
An uprising in Bangladesh, with protesters calling out corruption by the political elite, resulting in the Prime Minister fleeing the country.
Breaking news story: the Bangladesh Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, has resigned.
But before the upheaval, Al Jazeera was already on the trail of one of those accused. We went undercover into his network.
My clients, they are very untouchable people.
To investigate allegations of a hidden fortune.
I have a very penthouse, nice penthouse.
Evading scrutiny.
When you got big project, authority get out.
Enjoying his riches in London.
I love suits. The Super 200 cost £6,000.
But with growing anger about his wealth, we go on the trail of the minister's millions. Long before the uprising, Al Jazeera's I Unit had a tip-off that a Bangladeshi minister on a $13,000 salary had amassed a property empire in Britain. The I Unit set up an undercover team to investigate the allegation. By 2023, the year before the protests in Bangladesh, our undercover reporters reached the minister's inner circle and were invited into his $14 million London home.
Hello. Hello. How are you? Hello, Mr. Lee. Please, welcome. Yeah, it's a very private house. Because I need a very secure house. Oh, that's secure. How many floors in total? Okay, 5 floors. This is our cellar. Come. Yeah. Oh. This is my new rules.
Saifuzaman Chowdhury is from a powerful family in the port city of Chittagong. He is a close confidant of the Prime Minister. In 2014, he became a Member of Parliament and Junior Minister. And in 2019, Sheikh Hasina promoted him to head the Land Ministry.
My father was very close with the Prime Minister, actually. I'm also. She's my boss.
Chowdhury's wealth comes from business and his stake in one of Bangladesh's largest banks, UCB. But Bangladesh's strict currency rules, designed to protect the economy, prevent citizens from taking more than $12,000 a year out of the country.
Our foreign currency reserve has gone down drastically. If someone were to take money out of Bangladesh without the specific permission of the central bank, this is certainly a crime under Money Laundering Act.
The I Unit set out to investigate the minister's overseas wealth. First, we needed to establish how much property the minister owned in Britain. The results were surprising. Chowdhury set up a string of companies in the UK. Between 2016 and 2021, he bought 265 homes across Britain. He was buying from major developers like Barclay Group.
Your minister is in business. Yeah, he's in the property business. He's making a killing from the housing crisis.
But the buying spree didn't stop there. In 2021, Chowdhury purchased this plush London property for nearly $16 million. Chowdhury's properties are buy-to-lets, which he rents out to generate profits. Then in 2022, he bought 89 homes. Our analysis shows he owned an estimated 360 homes, totaling over $250 million.
And here's an extremely rich and extremely well-connected politician, and he's buying up hundreds of housing units in the UK. This guy who is supposedly an elected democratic politician of an extremely poor country.
As a prominent politician from Bangladesh, a country that ranks highly on international corruption indexes, Mr. Chowdhury would have faced stringent checks when dealing with estate agents, banks, lenders and lawyers. Anti-money laundering laws consider high-ranking politicians and government officials to be a high corruption risk. Their wealth could be stolen state funds or bribes paid to obtain government contracts. They're known as politically exposed persons, or PEPs, and require extra scrutiny. So how did the minister pass these tests? To find out, we deployed an undercover team to view one of his rental properties.
Our client, he has over 300 homes just in London alone.
This is a sales agent for letting agency Moving City.
He comes to London, buy a few homes, and then he jets off. During lockdown, we spent 200 million just on new homes in the UK.
We checked whether Chowdhury had declared his overseas assets on his Bangladesh tax returns and electoral filings. He hadn't.
The constitution is very clear that as a minister, they cannot have any other source of income. Yes, a politician, MP or MP candidate must declare their global asset position. So the income or asset they have in the country and abroad.
Hello, sir. Hello. How are you? Very well, thank you.
As we had hoped, the agent offered to introduce us to his boss.
Thank you very much.
Ripon Mahmood is an estate agent, originally from the minister's hometown of Chittagong. He works discreetly with wealthy clients like Saifuzzaman Chowdhury.
Very well.
So my clients, don't get me wrong, they're like, how can I say, they're very untouchable people. And they trust you, they build the trust, and you invest my 10 million, 50 million deal happening.
Ripon Mahmood is on his way to a London hotel to meet our undercover team.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We are posing as wealthy overseas investors looking to move $100 million out of China into the UK property market.
Ripon, first to meet you.
Yeah, call me Billy.
Billy?
Yeah.
Really good to meet you.
Keen for business, the agent gave us the next clue about our target, Mr. Chowdhury.
A good friend of mine, Mr. C. So this guy, they exactly what you want me to do with you, exactly pretty much I done for him.
He's from Dubai. China.
Nah.
What's a foreigner?
Yeah, of course, he's a proud and foreigner. He's a sitting minister. He's a powerful minister. He's smart. What he does, he doesn't go big project. When he go big project, authority get alert. Big money, big numbers, everybody get alert. You know what I'm saying? So he gets 10 million. You know what I'm saying? And you have to look, I didn't buy cash. Bank lend money.
While Ripon was managing the minister's business in London, elections loomed in Bangladesh. Chowdhury enjoyed the limelight as a leading figure in the Hasina government, promising to root out corruption. Meanwhile, our team in London made a breakthrough. We heard the minister had US assets. He had purchased 9 luxury apartments, 5 in prime New York locations, and another 4 across the river in New Jersey. After more meetings, Ripon admitted to us his client was Minister Chowdhury.
I got one of my biggest client coming to town tomorrow. He's coming from Bangladesh. He's a land minister.
And he's a client of yours.
Yeah. I set everything up for him. From 4 years ago. Every year he invests to me about over 100 million.
We needed to get to the minister before he returned to Bangladesh. But first, Ripon said we should meet Chowdhury's advisors.
Okay, how are you?
Oh, hi. No worries. Yeah, how are you?
Very well, very well.
Good to see you. Yeah.
Fantastic here.
Yeah.
So, we met the minister's lawyer.
You should be a suit.
My friend.
Huh?
Hi.
Subir Desai is a partner at Charles Douglas Solicitors in Mayfair. He is also the firm's money laundering reporting officer, responsible for ensuring the company complies with regulations.
This one, you can do this one.
Here he is enjoying dinner with his client, the minister, and Ripon. Since 2021, his firm has done legal work on over 100 loan transactions for Chowdhury's companies, working on refinancing properties. Next, Ripon introduced us to Rahul Mard, a private wealth manager at DBS, one of the biggest Asian banks. Ripon said Rahul's bank had faced challenges in onboarding Mr. Chowdhury, the banking term for screening new clients before accepting them.
Mr. Chowdhury, yes, we couldn't onboard you. You didn't take it. Some Singapore bank, red line. They are very strict. We couldn't onboard him because he's sitting a lot.
But by January 2024, DBS made 19 loans to the minister's companies, helping finance his empire. Finally, Ripon introduced our undercover team to Paresh Raja, CEO of bridge finance lender Market Financial Solutions. The Mayfair lender's businesses made hundreds of loans to the minister.
What you're seeing here is a kind of network. Clearly, that is having an impact on the minister's reach.
Ripon's network also includes the developers that sold to Mr. Chowdhury, who bought nearly a quarter of his properties, over 80, from Berkeley Homes, one of Britain's top builders. We sent in a new undercover reporter to meet Ripon at a Berkeley sales event to find out how a minister and politically exposed person could have bought so much property from them.
So I work with them very, very closely. I know Chowdhury and there's so much to do about it. I said, what's it like? That's but so they know how I do. You go to them, they'll say it's time now. So with me, I put them in such a way they can't say that.
Our undercover meeting revealed yet another clue about the minister.
So I work with a few times. One of them is the minister of Asia. So we got 300 rupees. I'm going for Dubai as well.
We followed up the Dubai lead and discovered even more of the minister's properties. Analyzing a leak of Dubai property data reveals the scale of his buying. The minister is listed owner of a luxury apartment at the Dubai Wharf Culture Village. His wife, Rukmila Zaman, bought property in this high-end development. By 2020, the minister was the listed owner of another 54 properties in the city's most exclusive developments. Having met the network of advisors and established the minister owned hundreds of properties in the UK, America, and Dubai, we finally met the minister himself at his London home.
That's beautiful.
Would he reveal to us the secret of how he had built his vast overseas empire?
I love this house.
Mr. C, he believed in real estate. That's his business, all the profit he invested in Dubai, London.
How many properties you have in London?
I have a business here. I have a good portfolio. And I also have a portfolio in Dubai. I have the best property in downtown.
I have near Dubai Mall in Opera. I have a very penthouse, nice penthouse in Dubai. But I also bought a villa with private lagoon and everything. It's very nice. I have a property in Singapore, Malaysia. I have a property in New York, Manhattan. Very nice.
He explained how a discreet fixer on the ground is essential.
All the properties you buy in London, UK, or through Ripon.
He's my main friend. He's my brother. I don't deal with anybody else. I trust him.
He admitted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina knew about his secret wealth.
She knows I have a business here.
We asked how he had financed his spending spree. Remember Paresh Raja, who we met earlier?
The Paresh is strong. He's a strong guy.
Do you know him well?
Of course. Yeah, right. He lent me so much money.
Oh, so you did work with him, okay,
Paresh gave me about $100 million. Oh, I have been giving me $100 million line.
Okay, that's fine.
For
Paresh is a banking section. Mr. C is very strong. Allowed. Anything problem, he just jump in.
The politician then turned to more important matters.
I like your shoe.
You like the shoe?
Yeah, nice shoe. What brand is this?
Tailor-made.
I also make it tailor-made. I also order in Harris, custom-made. Takes 4 months. I probably have £3,000 each.
Each?
Each. 3,000 pounds.
What shoes are there?
Each. And a croc. Baby croc. Bailey croc. Half.
That's hard, yeah?
Full belly croc is 6,000 pounds. So half belly croc with cuff skin, 3,000 pounds. Very nice. 4 months.
Every time you come, you spend about £200-300.
I love suits. Super 200, Super 180, Super 200 costs 6,000 pounds. Canal. In Bond Street, I just go and they send it to my house.
The suits, the shoes, the rolls, the houses. But how did he get the money here? Remember, you can only take $12,000 a year out of Bangladesh.
So how did you invest the money here, transfer the money from Bangladesh here?
I have a business in Dubai. So I have a trading real estate business in Dubai. So I bring money from Dubai to here, and then I took a loan from here.
But where did the money in Dubai come from? Ripon explained.
But he's a Dubai companies are more work with the Bangladeshi companies.
Yeah, trading
also things.
Those remarks may be of interest to the authorities in Bangladesh. We raised our cover story with him that we needed to move $100 million cash from China. He offered to help.
I have one connection in Dubai. I can ask him whether he will accept any cash in China, then he will pay in Dubai.
And he knew his way around underground banking.
My guy in Dubai can give you money. I have to ask him. How much is cash? Then he pays you in Dubai. If I tell him, look, at Dubai, I'll pay you 100 million. You arrange 100 million. That's not an issue. But my suggestion to you would be slowly bring the money outside China. And slowly, yes, but through different channels, not official channels.
Thank you so much indeed.
Later, after reflecting, Chowdhury backtracked.
See, it's not gonna work.
You can't go.
No, I can't.
No way.
No way.
Is he just talking to a friend?
As a friend, I don't think so. If it is not through proper channel, I don't.
He can't get
right
involved. Yeah.
There's no way. That central bank will flag us. Or whenever you get a time, we'll chit-chat here in my house.
With a standing invitation to see the minister again, in the cab, Ripon finally revealed the true scale of the minister's global wealth.
I manage everything for him. No, actually, he got 20 million stock. New York, San Francisco. But Dubai, he got 195. So 195 million. He invested in Dubai, real estate. London got about 300 plus million.
Our tip had paid off. We had discovered the total value of the minister's hidden assets. Nearly $700 million. But we had one final surprise in store. New company accounts showed that by 2022, Chowdhury had personally loaned a staggering £47 million, equivalent to $62 million, to himself. None of this was ever declared by Chowdhury to the Bangladesh tax authorities. Something that one lawyer said could also be a problem for him in Britain.
If a person, particularly a pet, has made false declarations on their tax returns, that can be a real problem here. If there is any suspicion that a person is dealing with what's called the benefit from criminal conduct and is bringing that benefit here, then that potentially is an offence of money laundering, even if the potential criminal conduct has happened in another country.
We had our last meeting with Ripon, where he had a warning for his client if he didn't protect his newfound wealth.
I told him, I keep telling him last 3 years. I said, look, 300, 600 million pound, 700 million pound asset, and you mad. He can talk to me about Rolls Royce, shoes. You see how excited he is? Shoes, this, that, and that. He's like a kid. What's the matter? What's the matter with you? Last 3 months, I had to go there. You gonna get, sorry for my French. So he's gonna give, and he's gonna give him time.
As the Bangla protests reached boiling point, the people wanted to find out where the country's looted riches had gone. Their Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, had fled the country. Her government fell. Regime loyalists were detained. Protests erupted outside UCB Bank. Shareholders accused Chowdhury of looting it. Soon after, the central bank dissolved UCB's board in order to protect the interests of depositors and the bank. Bangladesh authorities also ordered banks to suspend the transactions of Chowdhury's personal and business bank accounts. Anti-corruption watchdogs say Chowdhury's case rings alarm bells.
This really has to be a wake-up call to the UK about the loopholes we have, the weaknesses of our regulation, and the fact that if we're really serious about closing down London as a centre for corrupt elites, we have to have far stronger regulation and enforcement.
And Western countries should take a tougher stand against capital flight.
The wealth of the developing poor countries must remain in those countries for the well-being of the people of those countries.
Chowdhury's future is uncertain. His exact whereabouts unknown. But the I Unit obtained a recording of a recent call.
আপনি কই এখন আপনি কি বাংলাদেশে
আমি নিরাপদে আছি আল্লাহ
কিন্তু বেরোতে পারেন নাই
পেরেছি
ওয়াও কোথায় কোথায় আপনি এখন
ভাই বেরিয়ে গেছে আল্লাহ
Bangladesh is now investigating Chowdhury for the illegal acquisition of hundreds of millions of dollars.